Abuja timliga wife for abidin komo sanso na Calvin abusia yeso no so edin komo na nsam wo moken na ne se yesi Calvin ade ayenkra kese pa akoma odobruni Priscilla se ne papa dad Lumba cars no wogya no ofie ho no ma na so wogya ho no nyina no cars no opese opaki cars ni nyina de gu Galage wa bra o movie bi so be use cars ni bia omo modern so be fa commercial car for the meantime media won ne sa ema no na emoa because se kokoba se papa no awu na ne cars e wo fie ho no eno na den dey out to edi akone aba eno so kurampo no e misunderstanding ebeba nti so far ne de maame odobroni mo modern se that the Lumba cars no be parking na wa Galage safo no owi a ono abebo modern so be abeje safo ne nsem we see ensem legal wife for kasa afa won se akora na de na waye no trese sebi na adwene ebefi abusia enkomodi omodi omodi friends obi nim so ne bishop dan obi nim ho nkoma bebe so be kame ho akwaje nchire ma hagusu yike black media
abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se onimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba ye frene se yesika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo fo wo bema ye ketwa rabaji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kesi watimi abo adwuma nso ache ewo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frene se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frene back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so be fa numbers ne gu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe o hyebe mu hwi a na bomode se me kire wo ne obeye beda
emra yesua matrimonial courses act no yesua the grounds for divorce ina yesua adultery yesua desertion yesua separation ina yesua kan ba ko bi kan ho a the can say no the mostly no na discretionary unreasonable behavior. Okay, Emma Michele mu say when one party feels say the other party is exhibiting an unreasonable behavior entumi ma omo entumi cohabitate ya or ha omo ntumi perform cohabitation, then that reason can initiate divorce. So I see it as what Obinim is trying to say. Opeso chese na yere ya ade bia na komampe eneti opese otwene ho na otena ni baby na ohwese ebesesa the moment so to me oba ne kan na oba ne tia say okay me okay kotena na me so mintena ha, that means separation, and when it continues for 2 years then the court can stand on it to say or grant divorce on that. But say one come oba na ntia say na ono na dwemu na onu nsusue mu no saa no hu no na onu momi free fear we desert oba no, and also no etumia grounds for divorce. They say wa abandon no. So that is what he is trying to say. Obeso try say unreasonable behavior bi a na yere ye ntino emma emtumi ma one na ye ntina mum ntino okotena baby. So what he should do is that also on your obaneka no obaneti as yes okay nia wuye ni ana nia mi ye ntina wo say okotena baby dia mi so mate ase ba ono na nka na ntiase anya adwuma na say ofiri oban ncha we desert no na oban betumi gina so they are filing for divorce.
Okay, me partial in from what we know from my engineer.
But my mission question in the same thing I don't know can see here.
Okay.
Everything me say and so being in person or ten. Should they put it on paper and I just the verbal say okay me no can what you see in me ko. Na china so ba no be say okay me no one can say so bende.
Hey, it should be a deed. It should be on paper. It should be on paper.
Okay, very much so.
And then the oral it should be on paper.
Me pacho asema na me pese me bisa ne say.
We say I was all my lawyer scribe babe. Now omo nyina ti omo ha say omo agree say obetena no so betena. Wo de wa no koka. O tene be different unless say unya video evidence e chere say sa na ne kan no te ase.
Enti me pacho wo na che say obi nim asori dan mo na wagina ka say o free fie wakope fie akoto fie in a day ne blah 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 no. He's not speaking directly to the woman. Into my many day in a chirasem.
Exactly. Inti so ofifie ekotena baby a we are deserting no. Madam Florence can file for a divorce and stand on these grounds. Say we deserting no. You see, say obi file for divorce won. Na all boss who say nyome bia wa yentina ma ojaya. It is adversarial. Once again, your system na adversarial. It's not inquisitorial, adversarial. Hey, jajo no. Enye inquisitorial, adversarial. Small boy ne hami. Enti no adversarial ne kire say anytime bia na assemble court bia no akwa say the ye boko edu. So the moment a wo betena wa ma oba no the desertion as grounds for divorce no e dia court no na kire say obo edu in one way or the other. Enti akobasa court no ko grant divorce no manner. The court can even go ahead to also order compensation for her. Yes, the court can go ahead to also order compensation for her. Say, who desert no, maybe our causing emotional trauma and tea, so that is what we should understand. And say original so them are all kind of there, or no hey, and kind of coat, and kind of blouse, and kind of pabwa, or power between any. Or no bearman also who answer no and a tenacity, no catch and say, because of your unreasonable behavior and me per se a separate kakra. Then consent will come in, no be at no once no cotton. 1 year and so yeah, ma Florence or Beccan and what to mudi when the matter is ripe, she will make sure say the law works.
Okay, me that's me pacho me other question is saying during separation to say no, okay, say a bit depend this on mobile official na say but the papa ya Kenya on the wako to ni fee ya wokui. Is he obliged say also oboma amena kon homa?
Yes.
And I say a honum patro bit me achum kaka.
Matrimonial responsibility never ends. Even at all, only a separate no, it is your responsibility in crowd more and cry the asudi kase crab also. Matrimonial responsibility ends only when there is a final decision say muni hobio. But say must separate here. Share. I was what I said here. So separation as it change and say tena baby na mincham baby kaka ne yenhwe se ye betumi asan arekendo ye love na say anye ya court background divorce no obi akota ne baby. So still matrimonial duties no apart from a DA but say be a accountable those things no responsibilities no e da won shall come.
As a DA no cry ma separate na mo ai wo mo anam so be ma dey as no be nsimo kwan.
Oh, the moment I must separate a dear baby, it will nullify the separation. Now question.
It's funny, sir. I separate me to baby. Now, we go through marriage counseling and I be bisa. Mama do be not my face say, na miss me face when you say. Never say be any me fear, any fear, any a couple with Toby crack or I nullify the idea about
nullify. That is a group in a moody. Oh, cockle. Aye. Ukoko do
So
ka
do munya ye ntine jaware ne entrepreneur ye nya ye. Asi ye hwe de betimi aye afa ho.
Ukoko te se na that is kan say sa perception say na ye hu say obi wa o tu we jaware nso na sele ono hihye ho. Enya aware na we jai. Ukoko tambo ka judge say oh you separate go judge ni baby samo. There will be a lot of questions. The question will be saying it's a very fantastic question.
Money by matrimonial duty that they work as money and they never ends. But sex in so can be an
also sex in the end you want to hona kra. It's not me am she ma me bisa me question ni.
Because the question will be say a fantastic question. The judge will ask you. Obi bisa me say na mumu ntemu tie no mwedi mu hoda. Okay say ane a obe throw case ni kra we.
Okay, it's not just say
a crime na mo fa so di mu ho. Ada na mo fa sa akwan na so enkambo.
Reconcile.
Reconcile. Exactly.
Not just you throw to trene. Ni amfa ni say bia mukodi ya ba mudi wie ne ade na asa ade na ansa so na just afi na mo say cost 2 years no all over.
Ntino no cry no say o ka so file for divorce. Court ni bituma twum because say ahase na say initial stage no say mutumu di mu ho there. That means, you see, before a court can grant a divorce, there's one word be a day in Mekai, one a bekai. Okay, Mekai say the court will establish that the marriage has broken beyond repairs.
Repairs, yeah.
Court no be establish that fact no before Rebecca say my granted divorce because say ye ka say ye repair enye yi da ko say car ebubu asay o hye kra enye yi na car ebubu asay esi den na o di petrol gumu a o spark e so net as a car and say what's the issue? The judge will recommend and I'll be refer me to a relationship coach or a marriage counselor. That is a mumu here counseling.
Does this only pertain to divorce? I go through court because once a divorce, then tell me because say divorce be what you say, Matthias say yes Joe so any uncle sign. Inti ya koni court na you do faster procedure because we know people they divorce over almost nothing.
Oh, on say munyina magia to mu say mu jaya questions we nyina bebe mu and the court would have to satisfy itself say it has been broken down beyond repairs.
Na court na unsatisfied though when me and check all those boxes. Na me dem ho se me dem ho ameti he ama no de na me say kai me ntimi a. Eno no ombere.
Intisano enkonko ka say ina mene na da wedi me. Enkoka bibia e kire say nwa separate ni kura mpo no. Se na me nwa ba kai no. Me jaware sa atwemplan ma separate kura mpo.
Okay, ma me say me question ni me pesa me kire say. Me ne be mate. Me ni nya issues. Me si me ni abotre me ntimi me de separation 2 years but no we need to move on. It's me person I need my divorce and I need it now. Ya court ebia ye boy yonkro no ensem na make ka ensem no munyedu but me na me de me ho and am say aware ni mi mpe biem eno no court no if I no be stage perception
ensem be na munyedu ma me example
what I mean by that ne say bia me say bia be ma no ma me keka bi mu de say bia obi beka say obema no menene da wo yin frama obi beka say bia ebia the wo me toothpaste na anytime obi beka say I'm phone some na make go to boss obi betimi aka say bia odun so kra go toilet seat no so on paper
as one make kind of the example here onye
and then the toothpaste ana There be Miss Bell cry there cry na make. Oh, there everything must be about you. Whoa.
Onye.
Miss Bell there cry na make. Eti amba ne say be a or say toilet seat no. Bema no Johnson gusua. To say the member be brave no. To say on wipe. Uwe jano ho. Okudware no run atade a often go yimu laundry baskets when as we dey go from her. And she feels like so those things are irritating ontimi odidi a on washing the plates. Na we just as birthday bedru kra na wan kai na as on one shed and kind just all kinds so marriage anniversary, let's say anniversary.
Ma minka say na tia. 2-year rule no. And yes, automatically no, mo separate 2 years na mo koya na court na grant you. Say 2-year rule no, so come sa reasons we bia. Court no ko betumi di bia kan say mo separate kakana me hwade. The only time a 2-year rule no, straighter court no beka say we dey I will say me in the fast whereby bia there is a domestic violence, severe hardship. Unse eno no sa na say court no enwu aware na ebetum the problem aba. But so ko say o me na mempe na say na court no hu ni say enhye dan ye reason bi emu odu a. Obeka say mo san separate na me hwade. And I know some divorce cases are 80 bear 6 years or 10 years still omunya ngu aware no.
And yes, a court no so money pa o. Because sa prayer ya tumi prestige be bo. Na ya meme ya omodom so mo zepo na me ameti he ne mfa se bia makonya be me bia na ni je me ho. Me kunu susu enya abaye bi na chese say no ye be
I know they say
we have relationship while we are still officially married.
No. I could say I know there and them say reason, but I know there are grounds. So while
we are separating now.
Na
my question will be into another they met me akwa say me she obi nti ntwam.
And there are grounds because I know so far as we nipa for na then I just say oh that why never saba. And there is serious grounds. Into kono ko kata you separate here no makwa ko hu be ma fofora. And no kra ma ware no kra gu ntem.
I understand we see where they easy into when we are brace will be divorced there. Then you can just wake up one day and say menu will be foforo.
But oko make it that flimsy. I'm sorry to use this word, but that's how I see. You could make it that flimsy reasons, no, and excuses now. Yeah. Into when you been out there catch it all.
Into bezo just I just be a life threatening idea answer. Court not my grant easy. As any marketing getting Pepsi and any money there. Any ombese mamu our years and quite 10 years account na muja
my question can be business
until mpacho use life threatening. I say yeah idea bi a into mamu kam pato atiase untunim most normal omo echo through consensual divorce no. The lawyers tell them what when they go to court they should say. And I say lawyer say mukrama could be na lawyer no kwana ekwa catch judge na. In other jurisdiction it happens munya sign pay lawyer na the beko court na onwa kwako catch judge no e dia mamu say na nyoma mo be sign no obeke kansem bi wo mu a court no benya ntiase say the relationship or the marriage has broken down beyond repairs. The moment obe prove say the end there court no be grant am.
Okay.
So how you are going to prove me there? Ejina also. Ntina nyoma bi say also ope lawyer no be hu say no be si ayama no we prove that the na judge.
Me pacho yet assess nyema bi won matter say infidelity etimi gu is a ground for divorce. Na me person me hu say ba ne sa na yakwa ko divorce a nipa na or step out of the marriage no. How does the behavior affect divorce? Does it affect the property sharing? Like a impact divorce? And I say impact divorce.
Oh, a impact because a man go fast. For instance, if I say, me use an example. Say me infidel, me unfaithful, me no be brave na atoa so aye perpetual na me kona me catch judge ne say na be man dey intimidate ntumi san na ntena bi na court ne hu say oh we dey aboro so aye too much e be speedy up the divorce. Once a day me try bibi mu about fornication and adultery. Emma make her say adultery there say ekoba say o committee a let's go to me prove a and also you fast pa for the court to grant the divorce because oba bi wo ha na kuma entumi saade no by say bia one day bi na wakoya papa there and unko just one day no entumi nka say me gina so divorce ti me kire adultery mu na me kire fornication mu akoso mpacho mo kai
Mekai.
Intino nipa ni suban na other party ni suban no it can impact positively or negatively. It can speed up the processes for divorce or it can retard it.
It's a property sharing it there, it doesn't impact it.
So property sharing and a different leg altogether.
Okay. It is said Bemana boy Jamaya, Miminya Madri Semija warrior, but they say Wunti Quasiabua Bemakers walk of a girlfriend, what to Ben's a my girl, no, where's if you my girl, no, what boom quasia like what finish me. Now you see a jay, now say no, a quack real quarter. Would the court consider those things and say, me we book no, you ever see a BBA boom, but instead of 50-50 no, can they say that I say you can have more because me one in ye?
Pokia case no, any article 22, sacrosanct. However, no, near weekend, court need to me award compensation. That is when the law of tort comes in. Then my say divorce will be filed divorce here one way or the other no, or indict or accuse inti after say court na granted divorce no obi to me award compensation amount say esan ne odi your ban inti obana ko through emotional or psychological or whatever the court will deem it fit trauma mu enunti patano ana me discover boka to bana account court be crowd to share timelines court be to share timelines intino and only the bit to me aba but say if no property share any day and no there pokia case no any article 22 no and no baby the fact is say me adwaman for nkyere say enunti agi me japade nyina de amount there be.
Okay, I think that
I understand the question.
The same line now, okay.
But you say ebu okra onipa na why committee adultery no the ordinary course because of ne behavior antino. But because say me cost me incur be of a lawyer and sanya manina they should ask him or her to pay.
Exactly. So that is the compensation. In them time can say in time say or what was a psychological, emotional, or whatever the court deemed fit to be trauma, no? And na menunti amo akumuno nipa nintia. So you are right.
Okay, Prestige me pacho back to team legal wife for no. Say now papa say oh yeah scared for the life no. Or say no, it's because the Iraq associating itself with team legal. But young funny say be an Iran so team legal even those who support on board be a pa. And make us say be a team legal for you to be a cry and threaten papa no papa na net one okay can say he feels threatened. A dear bad dinner mammy bit me a ye. Send a bay a dachi bino say bibi cry to papa ya. On quite liable now will be quite because any team legal for now. So what can the woman and by extension it's team legal for no so what can they do to avoid any future issues be set papa in it new crowd what here yaka say oh ono kwa team leader for no omo ko bu papa no ko
Unse Pacho, enye they be me share bibi about implied responsibility, implied, and here I'm share. Okay, so when we say something is implied, it is by conduct. Enye express. So for instance, say ya papa obi nim eka say na ye de ne ho akobo team leader for enunti osura. What he's trying to tell you is that na ye no conduct. Ene ne ya odi ne hu vis-a-vis nkofo no ama ehu bia betono so ebia we hu se ofromontoma we hu se okomu programs we hu se onyomo ne ne omu di nkomo we hu se ne create na bonten kura promote the actions of those people and only by conduct on fan to paper so being an can explicit say I am part of them but the conduct and no a very big implied liability they no why you need to know a chere say on your money corner kana they no say be man ka say he's feeling apprehension or he's getting apprehension of fear. Enam sa subana, he is right through the implied conduct of Neyere. Intino you're right because Neye now so who's our yere fra team legal wife from Tuma indirectly no hedge that will say she is part of them. She can never take that thing off her head. So that is by implied. The conduct actually is not a part of them.
Okay. Inti semimetwasia in this case no the only way mama betimi sanity from any future incidents and abisa no is to publicly disassociate herself from team legal.
That is one, and also cease and desist from any conduct related to homo.
Okay.
No, Rebecca say you have paired yourself.
Okay. Because enemy who say ebimu videos live near the team legal phone, and I know say they are coming from a place of love, but per usual no ebimu ya broso. I know said I was on a live where Kwaku Christo Emma Obinim Optime be. It was quite a number. I just remember a few back who was say Trasako Fina Watono. Of a mama no. Number 2 was say friend say Obinim since some amene bo num bi nyina ma mini esika abidi no ho nyina on refunded back to mama no. I almost saw my bema also bother Zara man and manage the urinal. Oh, they said other things as well. I think say, oh, did I screen record? Me phone do my things
for the papa no air can.
But you say,
me say papa no kasana o can about the concern made that nothing ameniate. The concern for baby mama na ko join no. Mr. Bidia o kase kweku Christo air can. Don't you see say no crano it goes to support their papa no air can.
And when I make come by said me say the enemy teen some kweku Christo cannot carry and I'm so some at the time so man 2 days was saying that me person me show me phone so cause I wanted to just play it and not misquote him or anything, but he did say oh man days or say bibisa say on responding to say jubo mu debate no and I just say hey must come who be you people haven't learned anything no mo compare problems mama me no to say the prestige cano. I think say it's only right to say mama no on kind ho kra and sana because I saw say night witch on the way papa na tem but or such a papa no so di pupu to bra oh I wish say me phone you know ye kamebo bia ma ye tie na ya share in sama. To me I felt like say some of them were threats. And this is it's not even after say papa no be yes our video no and no movie like that no. And I said to myself say na mo person mo yimpa Papa no already wa accuse mo say munti osuro for the life. And shouldn't that tell you people not to go ahead and do it, but they are doing it. It's the prestige you can there. And your mammy will wear Juma yet because in Crawford would say, what of from two soon go for ma. Into prestige, my patcho, my next day in say mamma and a can. Some is Remo, no trot, no yet there was so union, not team with young Monty or Monty and Bonty as me. No one so they don't bear no mobile. What more can she do?
Oh, she will use a legal means. Obey use legal means. And they are easy cry. Oh, Kamasem. Me say and Kamasem. Don't represent me. They don't use my name to say anything. Usru cry. So Oborum Raso Akona Koye. Because me a public figure. Me a public official, a private matter, a clear case of invasion of privacy, me private matters. And I may say, a mamun kumami. We bit make a set tintin na kumami. And then that's any fans who could do pa. We try damage ma. We know a court bema exemplary damage. And aggravated damage. One here want to mean to
So, what's the Florence in your public figure?
Oh, because on a celebrity on your public figure. Public figure hearing or more who hold the public positions. But what I say. So obi if someone is paid with the taxpayers' money there, and no dear own to me can say.
Prestige. What Hab is trying to tell is no a team league has a moment. That's what she's trying to tell.
Now,
Pochomuhi.
Obi nim na mukra fa phone frɛ o mo no so so phone here.
What did I Prestige, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Also obi nim frɛ night wait no more, right?
Or say Thank you for night witch. Or say night witch, or say a bimu or home pa. Or money a bian kasana what share or so.
Thank you.
But he went as far as even Bobo Memedin to say a biscuit name California day so. There are some I'm sure so no one can he's had contact with because also being him no those Facebook for them I mean get money on drama no into he definitely has had contact with some of these people but he's now referring to so now it's a movement and I'm also a group na a movement
I could say maminka bibi wa share say who can be asemo na nipa no e ka kire say jai season desist now to ya apart from the civil action no e betum the way criminal action because nipa ne si jai but still all can so in one way or the other you are committing publication of false news. What I say, one way or the other you are committing publication of false news. And two, you are also committing offensive conduct. I open say, creative fear and panic now would breach the public peace. In the police go a bit more bad. In the film, the entire story about Bontin say, yeah, Papa catch Lorraine say, a man in fact, that movie in Bontin living here. Because or twice in as much as I go bit me see no a bit me I intend to the realms of crime. Serious obi din cars and so kasi jaya also jai. Esa obi to make serious problem. One here untumi mpin free muda. Kopem time obi we free asasi so.
As the preceding chairman, how bit me on me actually never died because what I believe in. Yes, sir.
Oh, so how they agro. ha dear say I do ha bro. No on
no Broni acho ha lawo.
Power tap why Mr.
Power tap.
Na
Me kwa
Prissy about to me voice na munyama sorry there.
Mbese question no. Mbese question.
No, me question. Me cry me na proceed question. Engineer Mr. Manelo.
I want you to. I think say obinim case where you are privy to a lot of things that we are not even. And so now by now put some adibi, put adibi. And an ye come on one. Wo and never be who say one say okay lord but a pass a prestige album. But one say baby now standpoint no now you may be wrong from where obinim stands. Who you tumza?
Who say I may be wrong or say?
Say invitation no buy now I say blame ni na you binim. But can you prestige say ye
engineer, let me tell you something. I may not be a lawyer, but a lot of the things are prestige Akano. He has said it one way or the other on this platform, and these are information that I am privy to. Meaning that and you say bia, and then maybe kasana mimi bo bini mechino na mimi nim sama amena de na wo ye no, and you know. So we pay attention. I meet him nigga for crama come with you as because me sad and see me who's one yes at them. You must shame a crama no. See these people again. What are they doing? That's what I kept telling myself.
So you understand it's not like say and komatana na make say and komatana or the be fear no be man mpenju njai.
Na e ho no o kan o te se make bibi. Before na ko si charge I do complete.
And
come we na mama hu a timlika for nsem no kan na me se me yemo hye me mama me no. Because me I know say I don't know mo ye no. They are cooking up some dangerous shit for my men. I'll show you who because these people they don't understand the magnitude of their voices. So what's not TikTok? My papa will say you quick story went to because I'm up to Miss like why are you up to
Yeah, earlier on, no, because as soon said you'll be a who our real because there is no way I will betting about TikTok so about mammy no ultimatum. I don't even care what kind of association I have with you. And see, I was said I will be, and I hope no earlier not because I hope say my no. You know, so Shana's situation and one as a sort or tuning before it's late. Because Stesiano Obi or no sabi be kwa or crano. Obi are non kwa really be put that. But about a child there, about a mao kuno warning, nay, ultimatum, nay, dear, that's all ye dear. It just almost say sister Nasaman.
To me, unti sabe weda, uka chimana match or sanya chuka.
Ay, almost bodani bi. Akwani ko na chose bra o to amenam gin o se ha na mepe o.
What do asam command kwasi afọ a.
Me dem be keka sansem no. Mo ka asem no te say nkofo ne te omo ba bia na mo be poke omo no.
Obi afro mo wo. Obi afro
man call their name. This
man said, your understanding sometimes is annoying. Your level of understanding sometimes is annoying. The man said, the man said, when the meeting didn't come on, the man says, when the meeting didn't come on,
one plus one. What you 15 minutes as well.
Don't do this, but
when you able to have
1 plus 1. What you 15 minutes as well. 2 1 plus 1.
Engineer me ba have so who can let's look at the sequence of events. Have to boy so who can was who said they ain't about first now they ain't about first. Papa no first a your kind your kind said they read the work or doing cool be blah 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 and that's when our move so seen is so Inti enamu de ya last one ya na make say emphasize on purple at the nation purple no. That's one enu do bo mudin. This is after say o ma be me say
First one.
And so to and I make her say, see, as a man make an auntie. What's the bobo mudinam so mudina or boy and specifically no. That was the last video, yeah. No credit ebako.
Yes, one
now can once the first one okay, but not platform. First one now one body no can group be no. Your
answer will keep me here.
Whether we refer, we infer, whatever it is, no. The reality in the sense, nipa no fair wa. Na muni na amo so life for man no. Me say me charge me phone no. Me bo video night which ma I'm so no ye na life or ye mo bi me say
maybe say have me bow have who couldn't me any team leader, which one will you choose?
Husband.
Any we see a time.
That's why Ubedina Bonting. Like be a me joining us.
I don't think that's a fair question. So what they compare situation we are because the situation where no
whatever they do to you, make me grab a chief phone like I say. It will be up to them to do it or not to do it. But I'll never make a sound of fear. That is the Bible count Mudi.
I'm answer not still or explaining.
No, dear, make me when it's a situation we want to mean compare. The entire make us and say, me say, who be some say, TikTok or me kunu den na fa. Like I will even feel insulted. So be some question.
Because of your level of defense, no, never may ye be so question. The question I asked
however, this is the case, per the papa no masam utia, our nina da. Into our nina sa so we catch will be say, ukunu, ene timliga chuswa, or chusu here. Now in this case, no many actions no is telling us beer what you see team liga. I don't think it's fair for you to say then she's the problem. No. It depends how bad is it?
Because no matter how bad my marriage is, if you choose team liga over me, it's over. It means you don't want to. It means you don't even want to repair the marriage. Until they go with them, let me go somewhere. But if you believe and want to repair the marriage, you don't choose strangers over me. You don't choose strangers over me.
Who go cheat and want to say a stranger over me?
Yeah.
India for promote tower.
That's this December. Now I'm a papa wage now. Obi phone so day. Shady woman, friend animal. Just this December.
I don't know that.
Defense in the woman can't the woman take a decision.
Animal, I will stay with me.
Program is saying come up. Mom send me bisa prestige legal questions. So mumi bisa na time konti bisa no be a question for prestige legal question pertaining to mame from it obinim any nikunu obinim asemia. You can also request now why send a baby to me wrap up this wrap up this section now for ya 12 na do be our can be and then we can take it from there. I think say better me pa mo cho mun power tap why Mr. Mo ha
but me see from why na obimra
money send na me birthday na man kan show ya
no man can tell me
I don't do that. Say you don't
do that tiger need then they am
12 or 2. Manenko. And see about 13th, but yesterday was my birthday, 12 June.
And I don't remember life crime and I mean
but me see from my appointment no and I'm
well engineer we pay check na was only me too.
Matthias, is it member tight? Member 10% about.
I was so to meet Jamaica because I don't know me have and who is the word mana mean your pay.
The funny thing is that me do feel so cramming to me now. Message is
about saying baby
7. 7
a.m.
7 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Corona the answer so.
Aye. Mo Finlando.
Me say Corona the answer.
Yeah. Adensa. Me ba na vada on me ba bo bia fie.
Who abroche uni akointu who abroche.
Me ba na vada me ba bo bia fie be didi dokno nfufuo.
Tifinja what here?
Over my fee.
Agozi na be start.
Tifinja me so abroche uni akointu.
Mo.
Enye German fu omo akointu. German fu ni we omo akointu.
Na nim.
Sister, when you over here, chila mama why? Over here, chila.
Who abroach? Finally, abroach.
Master Chief, anyway, yeah, no answer. Okay, have Bacho this our question.
Bacho, Prestige, my question is also Obini Mukasano say he's in fear of his life because of team legal for no now say woman in bra me I say o me issue disclaimer na say ombe warning o ti yemfa ne say wanye we nyina na say obi nim ejina so the court say because of corona or joining no ye fear of his life will it not be a burden for him to prove say in the past now these people have been safia kuna or cheno this group has been able to commit bibia a man in fear of his life, and I said just because of say I was like I wasn't safe.
What team some go for I can come Mr. question we what them some am charge me phone ni what team some be away am best
or say am anka say o mo be didi matem ti me ko say
I na them be
also be dia dey boni team
so bit to make a check
so
bit to make a check who say Obi to catch you for 48 hours on hand you over house to you
Say as I make me so much papa no I don't know why these people talk like that.
Hey, how about sometimes so
yeah boy kwase aso
mama me say me question
question I will be sano we hu excuse me enonsela
Oba by word of mouth say
akamo mom de o de amount we dey have be sawasem
or your fear of the life na antina is a court na gina so say because of oba ni differ because na
you have visa middle visa see
Christy, but what if a question I say?
Yeah, but your Matthias ain't send an menu animal cano. Just the video of guy na most friend Christo no. Any other people or me affiliate to that team video or more issue direct threat to so for being a bit me so and as evidence to prove the case. And the very easy amano pacho.
Don't worry, don't ask you.
Oh, sir, me I come in Kwama Drina. Team legal for no, they mean well, but they don't know what they are doing. I think say it would be best
they mean well in a negative way.
They mean well, say they feel like say woman has been oppressed, she's been through a lot. They are helping her find her.
Are they living in her
maybe they don't need to live in the house.
I said
sympathize with her. And some papa na kano cry no is enough for anybody to sympathize with.
What baby with one-sided story no.
Me say and some papa na cry
and your mama me na enye enough.
Na dia na mama na ya me in public.
And your mama me na so on dey ho akobon kofu bi amempe.
Oh, na say team legal fasem na ye kan ti me sa kan no ehim ankomo ne ba de no cry and so see me say
so ada won na ya men defend the things that you
I am not defending to boss so beti asema American.
Okay, all right.
Team legal for no, they mean well. I am speaking for team legal for no. They mean well as in say they see a woman Nikuna putting it through a lot, and they feel like said not again. Until they are helping her find her voice and also no, omo bwana send ye beya. in terms of divorce and as bibi sakrasia, the woman she will get her share of property or whatever that
and the
is
question I'm
due to
asking
her.
you, say, how did they determine, say, Papa and treating you?
Yay! See, and then I make her say, so would see obi ni nanu masem.
I cannot just use hearsay to make judgment.
Yes, there be on your mamma na some obi ni na kasa some na ma wa kasa wa dia ya mamma na dey be ma de beka.
What if
na na ka ne ma dia ya
Hab, relax. What if the man
obi na kasa na ka ne ma dia ya na you see hearsay.
Akosia, hold on. What if the man is exaggerating just by saying some akoto dan or trazako? How do you know?
And I said, me, I wouldn't be legal for no so exaggerating when they say so, Mama, 24 hours on responding. So, some episode doing command.
What we are doing is what we are
the
doing
information provided, and let's not minimize or maximize anything.
I'm not minimizing anything. What we are doing is we are making it look like say yet obinia our so we know better outsiders. We are going by what we are told. Into obin to mean if you can tell so map pano 48 hours. And also obin to mean if you and threaten obikunu. What we are doing is we are opening the floodgate for anybody to sit anywhere and say things to people's husbands and wives.
Open so to condemn me as some more cano. But you don't want to listen. You are going there and you are going there. As some Americans team legal pay their actions, they mean well.
How did they mean well when you are threatening somebody's husband? How do you mean well? But how can you connect
up there?
How can
they
you
mean well because their intent is not to threaten.
But they have threatened.
No. So they don't know what they are doing.
If you don't know what you are doing, then you don't mean well.
Rather deal. They don't know the legal implications of ensemble or mokekano.
So it means they don't know what they are doing and they don't mean well.
Damn no.
I do, baby.
Opening the legal implications of a summer or kind doesn't mean that the person doesn't mean well. And you'll be on what the level of education that me and you we have.
Akosha, how do you mean well when you question somebody?
And you'll be more question, but you'll be masterpiece.
And you'll be on what the level of education. I mean, because
the question I'm asking is how do you mean well when you threaten? Because threat is negative.
I don't make culture will say. Not everybody has the same level of education. I mean, when you say some way are working, and you threat.
But these are the same people. These are the same women who say they know they are right and they know everything in this world.
Don't
you say someone come aboard?
I think
that's Wada.
Well, me.
They claim they know everything. They know they are right. So how do you
claim they know? When the action says otherwise, why are you doing this?
When we say
their action says otherwise.
Me find say Kweku Christo now or making those comments no sell money way no. He probably doesn't even know that that speeches now or those statements can go into the area of threat which can let me bring you can say some criminal or committing criminal offenses.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't. He's just thinking so the near thing
or the near thing.
When we say that is all the odd things. Or they no ni okasana ni mama so ntini ni begina ho a eno na che so
don't say why
but onimu said they are all no ebetimi kwa de asem abre no Florence ni obi nim kwa nam da bi no ne ho ache no just like I no yesi akwachi mother ya akwachi ni enkrofo a okwo ama omo sabre o mada ono nso odanaje ne ihu
she's sleeping by her shit say it.
Yeah. I think Akosha is trying to say that they mean well. It is the approach. The approach no mu use no and it you see you can do the right thing at the wrong time and it renders the whole thing wrong. And it's normal approach no mu de expressing goodwill and also good intentions. No, the approach is what is destroying the whole thing. It's what I think Akosha is trying.
And happening to they should look for help. not having to because Hab seems to know everything.
Me mamba akwa minti omo video mpo hana mbiti mo na mo beka ma miti.
Eno na make because so power na omo de kasa na. I don't think so mumu binim say asam na omo because asam na omo kai is no even say kwaku Kristo na so omo keka mo kombenya asemo. If you ma me no kro omo kwa ma no ebetimi di asam kra abre no but they don't know that. They don't know that. Prestige. Because break and break. They don't know that.
All chances no not prestige cry kase. There are some areas it has criminal implications. Some of them say oh na say we waka tam omuchi ema say some of them arguments na sa obi so akeka nsem say ade na yenche no. But they are not able to decipher between the obia can a war criminal implication. If the obia can, the worst you can get from it is maybe defamation versus obia will make it threat and it's a publication of falsehood. They can't put that difference between the two. And you won't say na or yechi obia no they can compare the obia can. Maybe it's me about the baby. I can speak about Mami Akosia, so I can say something. I can say something about Broni versus Obi Awaba. Odi Broni atam. Another Odi Mami Akosia say watam wa okase. Maybe to say Broni mano madama and say who's Mami Akosia say wano or bank cry bono. That's not speaking your mind. That is you're making a threat. You're threatening the person's life. What threaten say you cause bodily harm to the person? That is different from Wabeka say, oh my no only marriage certificate. And I say, on find marriage certificate in bra. Those are two different things altogether. See, there's a difference between the omo canone dia and more your teacher.
To me, right now and send Akosia back to send Akosia, you can go back and join them and educate them. Because I had now will create confusion.
Back to send an Adam free him and baha.
And when your team league and if you buy.
Me join team without dear.
Now, who name Mr. Lomote platform? So,
Mr. Smith, me join team without.
Mr. Now, Mr. Lomote, no, Mr. Lomote.
Me call Holland Cram, me catch him, me join be that, me need be crowd, Mr. Smith, catch up. Smith to crowd only me free.
Dear la confirm, Mr. Team, Odo Broni.
Smith, not Smith the bass our page in the swat. Many bending and a that's how me meaning Smith. Me joining team crowd.
Come on, let's go, please.
Let's go out more way.
Oh.
Me what platform you so na give be buy no say quest. See best in any encore. Maybe the stand them slow to me some platform ya fu be best
come on, bet na ha on kasada and also baby sa question mo manim bisa
ai bis o baba
I said me tagasa I was having tagasa also on this makasada
oh where the answer me you need capture kakra muntie ye akosia the screen record the my
question
muntie se me nya kakra
na fe na nyom sika from adult clothing line ni bibi obeshibia
we no wo me pa so mo fan me akasa no me nye screen recorder into typically me call life for so I na me enjoy it me tie bridge ni me ni aba me say oh maybe me record bi I do we me nya dey but just a little piece I meet me record here me entie
line ni bibi obeshibia na fe na nyom sika from adult start born nyom de wagibia be calculate di nyina to ma me bank account so when the conditions we am eja wa mama no don't be
when to be conditions here meja wa mama no de omo pe bi omo mfanye one specify say de meja wa mama no muni watemu o se de omo pe bi a omo mfanye o
but Akosia, do you know say hold on. Do you know some Mrs. Kumsin is facing similar charges by saying say me dia me nya ohio me do ma me gang no. There was a video of Mrs. Kumsin here about
well
You mo pay be mo fa.
So you only free mommy. I know that you know that change or person if you
aha no mo ne negotiate na waka aka se osebo be manage woman no sa conditions na me se omo se trasa ko na ho na matie nti ho na realize say inkrofo mo cancel mo ti by the time I start to record no akeka me sure say screen record this be peke nti ha no bi ka che ne say osebo be manage ma me ne sa condition ni di omunyin free se na be ya papa ne betimi amiti omu conditions no nti ha no kra no aha num se ni yebetimi aka se omu blackmail papa na ana
Kweku Kristo to ama obi nim conditions.
My lady, when you can say conditions in ade blackmailing ana ye dey.
Na me dey just say bisa Kweku Kristo.
Eh, ya somo. Ntie.
Replace back one country. Now why we replace us in body and why Kweku? Me new opinion for Miss Remo.
Remember that now Benny so I didn't know all right so to me a cousin and say no block a better gafa na na yere di onyo sibonya agudi and no me who say you still
my followers, I can't nipa 150. No me do 1,000 followers.
I will never miss you. I follow you. Go for my
baby, happy birthday, my so say what's a me call because
Miss Remo will be a winning number. You surely love what me.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't some America. Maybe Miss Amuba could be. Me the menya de won nema we home. Miss Awo ba could be at. I don't know. I don't know.
Because I knew I would take you off your
I was here fine. Oh, and I think some for the community. Oh, yeah, any.
I say, where Jana Pampamu? Where dear,
Papa, where you
one dear will call the other one dear where Jana Pampamu, where Jana Pampasro, no Jana Pampamu, where Jana Pampamu. Or being wedding coming corner met with your own puzzle. This time. I promise a funny brand. She has had enough. Enough of your bullshit. Enough of your comments. If you can't see it, the word is seen and every woman sees it. Oh, baby, I'm mad. What's more than you cannot say jealous or jealous in a Nankasa?
Jealous, and not jealous.
Choose right.
No. What say, what pa who bra?
I could say, when be jealous and not jealous.
Dear man,
you could say, be jealous.
Could you be in Tokanye, choose right? What are we are bra? Be one woman power. What is the Kasawa apple? So I will deal with you. How does it come? Why say braces? You know, it's actually braces. You know.
Oh, say, and somebody said, "Okay, I say I will deal with you." Chance would done dealing. No, what one cassette like they don't know to say. Say me do what time chance would done you. I say I would deal with you. Into what I say would dealing with him. A quite best, no specification. No, and no answer more than more cassa.
Yes, it's something that the family. First, some talking. Mr. Brabeka, what's the boy is for Pusia the body as was a boy, you don't go in. You want to tag this woman? One sorry, Mano, and I don't want some about one thing, say I'm fine. Ever since I'm a yes, I why is no move you once? Yes, she would you sabra why? Would you take it up? You never said what I said, do not come at him, Papa. Don't say you get your bedroom some. Oh, some about something. Okay, come on, to come over for this way.
Oh, Wasaka be and come on to move her quanya medo befaso. Just vague. I can't say.
me so you be
Can I force a record basa on Panafono? My record basa. So we need man.
Papa, you want it or back of what say. And I response then conquer say papa said damn the boat team down and think what it. Said down the boat team down the boat team. And down response for them all. What's what I say? What's your mission out? What's in your mission out? What the what's wrong with team margin? Who team margin? 2 weeks I come by and quiet tea. Not a wolf in me. Obey me your troublesome. I want to trouble never be dealing. That's what you're about for. Made a man for. Today you're ready. But so what's it?
I can't say a day. Catch that now.
Bye for.
Yeah.
This woman, Mr. Kamikunua. Not one of Pamet boy. You're a boy.
What is a Kamikunua? I'm a one of Pamet boy. I'm a one. This is the back vocalist. No, a piece of life. No prestige battle. What are
I don't know.
This is prestige battle. Say,
Messi Moana, will be a question for my man and son first.
Matia.
Your question is
next time, maybe I say. Lumba bet to me, Miss Lumba. Obin bet to me, I'm sorry, Obin bet to me, I will let your mama Nema. Oh, yes, he can do that. However, there is a caveat there. Say, or you let your man in the man in ma. That's what you know when you are one of the dependents. I have a bear near there were many beer. Obetima evoke section 13 of the Rules Act. I'm a court now set it aside. I'm saying you crowd had that, me boy. Ain't you know, stay all year well now. I will say, dependent no, so making sure say one will be IB. Yes, dependent no, but who cry one many beer. Obetimi Edward court. No we state reasons, sir. I need or you put section 13, but you see hadn't this by way of refreshing you.
Procedure that's me pacho audio ya me boy screen recording that's not me bono call now me person me bisa prestige question because baby I say akwanya me do be faso app isu say no na cyberbullying kakra wo and I was see juma me debate akwanya me do like and some not e be o come to me repeat be pacho even say yeah, they are really seeing China and some my sister UK. Papa bet me aka say what threatening me take legal action.
Oh, say Obin Mbeka say based on some my sister UK what threatening to or take yes. So who say there's an element of threat to him.
Yes.
However, it may not meet the threshold of criminal liability. Oh, obey to me. Tortuously obey to me I'm a court I'm a no compensation but say be a meet the element of criminal liability say rare threat there me sure because you see
blessings to you
say threat for it to be for someone to be criminally liable for threat no. I will say all the elements in threat, no. I will say, when you are threatening someone, it should be directed at the person. For instance, me threaten akusia. So boni di na otre nipakura o threaten no. Any can say vague. Sometimes say as to say a bemiti. The criminal threshold, they mean a different thing. A true criminal law and I say a true criminality, a different threshold altogether. And until I thought I'm going to be saying now, say we can say, I don't know, channel, we can say a quack channel. In some mean, no assume dear, it may or it might sound say, Nina pay. Nanso with the criminal I no baako be criminal baako nye criminal. Patwatiase. So nea obo ye idea into me meet the threshold of criminal into me money criminally liable but tortiously liable. Because of tortious but then just a bit to me sue for compensation and a damage and not the bit or them but criminal there and then to start threshold no.
See, but I have some question. More questions, but a big got to do like any opinion more than any check can be a number say we opinion there. But so opinion there na menka kakra. According to one of the videos and audios I met, say me will now why on the nyina man here like what the papers nyina man here no we paper we made the way man but say in this case ne which me aka say ne no or ne no consent and as ne ni mu la why one contest by this time na say that bi ni kunu free ma obetumi aka say ni kunu aye we one for ni di anka on say bi o contest abrezo a or the nyina man meaning say like was seeking a consent and say no yes I will nyina but so eno emra ne say dem
Say consent when seeking consent it must be express, it must not be implied. So if you say nipa no wa consent by way of implied and as a by way of conduct obetumi deny. So consent must always be express. Intino I will say oye bibi to and our type bibi na ode ne sasha ase na no do akyerɛ expressly no ate ase. So say oye bibi no say no sasha ase na expressly no ɛkyerɛ sɛ wate ase a you cannot approbate and reprobate. Wate ase no nko ade ɔkyene be papa ni film a untumi nkoka sɛ mama consent and na menya away. They are going to pull that whatever that you've signed. I say consent was procured. So always no consent no it should be expressed. There are few occasions now implied consent a year juma and no the exceptions in it. So my guys law the exception law be our exception. Law be our exception. I can't okay.
Boss me okay kakra be 80%. 20 na men say says that this is a video nipa na yese. Me de well ni agina akwa ma Florence. Me is Florence ni the wom nyina na waji. But this time nipa na say say one contest here wu a
me mistake how you say e ono na sem na oka. But until Florence wo.
Okay.
Into has a known to me say one can asem no the implied consent in the bejuma. No, in this case no the consent should be express. But that could remember the express consent and the implied consent. No much I'm the number chema could see makwa could see so the entire na omo can say silence means consent and then your consent no consent. Silence means consent on a condition and on a match now when a silence will mean consent, but generally no silence does not mean consent. Silence does not mean consent. Silence does not mean acceptance, but there's an exception. Silence means consent. Today I'm kind of bonting silence means consent no and no when that exception has occasioned or that was exception has occurred that could match them.
At the boss but you if say be a ma Florence a co interview asem call like me assumption kakra wa co interview bi na obi abisa no question bi e bia oye ne album tour ya na wa co interview no bi say oh it is so rakra say why will be na ni nyina wo ho na be free woman no say oh e wo me ho ba me de many problem say no why will no dey man money ade na be a journalist na wo problem wo ho ana na nu mu with a video or voice oh many problem me there be am okay with it that me papa ni free man a bit me use na no asem wo court actually say wo jitu nti wo tumi contest
Oh yes, it can be used against her in the court of law. Because so and it's a video evidence. And it was an express question. Ni bisa no say I mejitu. It can be used against her in the court of law.
It's the same thing. But some of the Lumba, but the same thing. Say, everyone say, "Mama, me could na concert." They are saying, "No, I was here for someone to say me, so I any well a man ba. Me dey many problem dia or the mirror dia many thing. Amen. I'm say amen. I don't know. That's you know. You bet me you so and I ever say dia that time will be in state and no to use against it.
Also, okojina concert. The concert is it a social gathering and you should differentiate. There are social gathering. Now my catcher say, generally, pronouncement made on social gatherings are not binding. And now I can ha. Him for no kudina. Was it a social gathering? Pacho.
So we social. So concert or bonus concert. How much we social and I say have never to me one.
I said concert this annual man.
Why around there? Social.
So social gathering.
It's me patrol. Now it's a church in Subetima is social. Now I know there.
Saying is part of social gathering.
Okay.
Oh, be say it you. It's a matter undue influence wa. Obi wa on to me stage fright. Lord no consider nyoma bebre. Obi wa so ohu crowd na say being prayed your son ni Jimmy eba. And somewhere on dwene ho da na oka. A chance de yaman and samanabo. Obia ne senia or ate when it comes to crowd and those social gatherings. So generally, no, certain pronouncements they make you on social gatherings, no, and you're binding because of these factors. Because some we can run crime into all per se unyo be a din como, and all per se unyo be a kabibi. Me also be at a person say I should stop deceiving the public on consent.
You see, but if you know, I mean, you need to be or
the pacho.
I'm responding to him, pa. On when's happening what they nyane.
No, ababechi.
Oh, Mr. Gentleman, so you baby or.
Intino, baby, oh, if it's a social gathering, all these factors comes into play. Into be could not same business or a car can same beer. It's not binding. Into like as a political talk, a lot of factors will come into play. Into the no.
Boy, okay. And to us.
Come on, be some more.
But I best be a new being massive grads in a member say.
I don't know if I can ask.
And in Bessie, who say hosting my man say, you will be any question and answer any general question will be to be said.
I can't
say to me, person, maybe some say. I buy to me.
Macas say, what's your friend say?
Preseti. Preseti me person maybe some say. I buy one to me funny 9 esi from a go. Ukofo we mo ade we no mo form.
Mama Cass, obi egu kwa ma no yakogo obi dia. Asembe kure.
Because I buy no one funny 9 esi from one. Awade be.
Mama Cass, odo Broni for dey nyina o se egu no. Mu nyina o se.
Awade bebrebe gu e wo Ghana.
O se egu ni mienu nyina so obepene dia.
Agro ye hu ade we se agro e be say ade. Because obi ni yiri asem efa obi hu se titititi ye na nom timis ke se mi yiri edi agro coffee bia mi mpe It is a one qua, maybe giant, but nibe ne womb. And ni be naba Ghana say. Maybe so, about to me, ye be father way home. I know more approaching.
Mistake. You know where?
Unse mama kai pa choma daze pa unse enyendru the threshold aban bebem say edu time aban bebem wena omo ne ye no ebetumi breach public peace into here day na omo ka say omo koye celebration into ankantokoye si wo na yampese bibi boni besi but ankantokwa siya anka aban betuma bem because saa nyoma we nyina no hwe how esi a disturb public peace no kai omo grand so na appeal to scarce on tiase omo park no mo yeso mo celebration of life we say a night before ni anka ntokwa siya anka na betuma ma aban bem but we dey name do saa extent no and number 2 say initiating an action either criminal or civil in a different jurisdiction then a cost involved. It involves a lot of cost, a lot of money, and also then because or maybe an emra or maybe umpa say unya citizen to me initiate legal action. There are some countries like that. Or maybe also unya citizen who initiate legal action amount will be chia enonko. So assuming say also per se ukosi nkofo ya omote USA ya omo ekasa bibiri. Fe na obeba ko fa procedure wem na ko fa lawyer wan hwekra untumi ntua. Na even at all pono was 7 nipa no the catch say all right into say first you no court na say each state here you no court na say udifa or right of appeal obetuma kwa Supreme Court and also money, a lot of money is involved there tino wa odwene ho awa na obejai but say open ho asem ebe tum Ghana dia no na o match the sack.
Proceed.
Yes, the
Because I became aware of this when I applied for, I think, my master's. I'm saying I'm tired of New York because I'm New York University. So let me try somewhere else. Let me get admission. You better say out of state school fees, and in-state school fees. I say, boy, then in America. I was no. There are some privileges given to people, residents within the city and the state. And the people who are in Kentucky, I'm just 650 per creditor. Let me charge about 750 to say 850 per credit. Because I was out of state. And it's just how you are saying, you went to here, but it comes with extra costs. Because the privileges are accorded certain people, you don't qualify. You don't qualify at all. Now, how do you know? Until now, say no kunada. Until no ye dede. Maybe I could say I'm here the much na. Proceed. I always thank you for your teachings.
Dear, happy birthday, why? Happy birthday to you.
Actually, I wish I had the birthday. Why?
Yeah, happy birthday, may God bless you.
Mama, yeah, party.
How about where's the other two?
Send them in my open at Mama Obama. Why?
How do you may throat to some and the voice in your say on that?
Boycott me na akra mo boycott
and Friday now come boycott me need the see that me have
I say fino was civil then was civil
birthday na chama that day na
I send them a list of animal pena. Yeah, Abama. Why?
Mate.
I enjoy it.
I Sandema for an adoption.
Maybe if Binduri.
Sandema Fladio. Sandema is in the news.
Na me nua ba onu say
Otoko also mukromo aflade. Na Sandema de flade.
Na me nua ba onu say mo hono say we kasana na nko right.
Me fi Binduri.
Na Vrongo any Pagane kasna ye busa.
Okay,
Busa South.
The choir my first national service on Broni.
Oh really?
First national service.
What a kasna bako.
Mpacho de mente. Na only Akusia they are very nice people, I'm telling you.
Yes.
Me ankasa me free wakwa na yemi ya. Hey.
And then confirm them
what trees are because I said mommy and Sam me hu for 3 I said mommy na mo kasa bibia ntwemo like I said mo nye tree for mo tree
na so mu choose team papa njom beji
na say ha woni say only have
because
they just say a bomb in too much I know what they do. Because of free baby, sometimes you also have to dive into say nipa no or tna
no, make us say man enye nipa baako like omo ye 3 na me hu omo
like but you can so free baby cannot tna ho da
said omo dey ade you
know wo me wo achimota o
asema make quality o
but my parents always omo dey call
yes, into a big society.
Tina mi bisa say almost 3 ni nyina na adenti no mo trees and some no make am say bia ya antena ho.
Na we ya antena ho. Engineer dey no cry dem ref for the child but no aka no bisa.
Yeah, auntie, but me mama me papa every year bia omo dey ekọ so I know me krom pa.
Nim have naturally.
My lady so ka gan so meboa.
Yeah,
and I won't
Meka
no, I 2 minutes can cracking cranny.
Now, on Akosia, naturally, no. Tell me, Martin, that area, or Munima, dear. I'm telling you, naturally, almost eloquent. No, meka baby am quite kasana nanka na wono booster hono kasana nanka naturally omo ye eloquent omo say ndima de nti most of nkofo mo furu nyina no it follows them. I'm telling you for a fact.
And omo man say no muslim efe pa so hu man.
The crackness say
prestige.
Yeah.
Precis, so this is what happened. This is what happened over there. That is where my mom grew up.
Okay.
On my mom's birthday, 70th birthday, that is 2 years ago. And then a classmate by now, let's say, when your mom came to Cape Coast, no one take us be apart from English. So my mom grew up in the north. North one, it is only English they speak. Apart from among the local language, they taught them everything in English. And yet, Ghana from the trauma in the olden days, it was purely white people.
Especially the Catholics.
Yes. So when they were telling me that my mom came to Cape Coast and learned the Fanti and then other languages, I was surprised because my mom can speak Otifafra. Is it Dagari or said that like those languages, when you speak, she understands, but it's difficult for her to return. But it was Cape Coast, but that is where she
have some education also have also call up with
La Po.
And just to support what you're saying, those up there, my mom said they are very, very intelligent. They are smart. I think say after Nkrumah and Nyoma basa with the education
But
but
na man come man pu bi ne na ngo ba kwen
they had a special attention. It was like they had that attention specifically towards education.
Yeah.
And see, yeah, I got to know of that. My mom used to tell me, "Oh, co school or no now." So they came and said, "Your mom never spoke Tree or Fanti." When she came to Cape Coast in the early 60s, late 60s and early 70s, no. She didn't speak any language except English. And nothing from Kasano. And one no. And then or they are Richie or they are real Fanti. So yeah, they are very smart people.
Oh, my
but how before and Kobe different. Who's a Hab there? She's always different.
It always has to end with Hab. And then the other way is also true.
Prestige, but one more question. But just obi nim the area and some question you, Bacho.
Me mama cho obi any question for obi nim legal matters arising and sebe legal ampunia. Mr. Mamu question ma request. I can't go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, na mama.
Prestige, what about consent? No, me throw from her said there was a case. My presidents were UK. Na me throw say a kind case. No, so very interested. I actually read criminal law, and it was one of the cases. Almost it's consent a defense. And it's Regina versus Brown.
Otro cry me respond or me kwa kind patcho. Yamisha be
very interesting case.
Mati.
And it's a bit like okay, it's about Nkrofo for a mema. Is it 4 or 5? Yeah. Yeah, check. This was in the 80s, patcho. Inti Nkrofo 4 na they were or more a mema ya or more perform bi.